Wow. Raja. Wow. So here it is 4 lines. You can take these 4 lines. Okay. So highlight. Okay. So community health nurse, Eastern Community Health Center, 456 East Street. Oh, okay. So these are the 4 lines you have to write. These are the 4 lines you are supposed to write. Now let us see. So first one is community health nurse. COMMUNITY, community health nurse. Enter. Eastern Community Health Center. Enter. 456 East Street. Then Centerville. Centerville. Yes, that is it. So this is the address. This is the address. 4 lines you have to write. So you can say that this is the address. The address. The address. No. Yeah, that's enough. So the address. Right. Okay, community health nurse, Eastern Community Health Center, 456 East Street, Centerville. So that is the address. This is number 1. Okay. Yes. Yes. So this is how you are going to write the address. Fine. Come on. Activate your brain, gray matters. So these are the 4 lines you got. Number 1, number 2, okay, number 3, and number 4. Okay, right. So these are the 4 lines you have to write. That is the first one, the address. So, but before that one, I want to tell you some points. What are those points? Number 1, there are the 7 components. The seven components. Okay, the 7 components are, what are the 7 components? Number 1, note down all of you. Note down. Number 1 is the address. Number 2 is the date. Number 3 is the salutation. Number 4 is the subject or the reference. Number 5 is the body. Number 6 is the closing remarks. Number 7 is the sender's address, sender's particulars. So these are the 7 things you have to notice. These are the 7 things which you have to notice. Undo. Okay. It's not highlighting. Okay. These are the 7 points which you have to notice. 7 points which you have to notice. Yes. Now this is done. So this is the address. Community Health Nursing Center, Eastern. Okay, all these things are gone. So, and you are going to request ongoing monitoring, and you have to present the. So you have to place 2 things. You have to give the ongoing patient. So outlining the patient's history, this is number 1. And then you have to request ongoing monitoring. This is number 2. Okay. Okay. So that's it. So you have to do 2 things. One is you have to outline the patient's history, and you have to request ongoing monitoring. Okay, fine. And this is a transfer letter. So it is a transfer letter. Letter to transfer the patient to the care of the community health nursing center will, the patient is not transferred from, the care is transferred. That's all. Not patient is not transferred, care is transferred. So you have to understand that. Right. You can see that there. Next one. This is 22nd January 2019. Last attended. And what is today's date? Today's date is 22nd January 2019. Today's date is 22nd January. So you're writing the date. So you're going to write the number 2. Number 2 is address. Number 2 is address. Here, number 2 is, sorry, the date. First one, address is finished. Now you are going to write the date. The date you have to write like this, 22nd January 2019. That's all. This should go there. Okay, this should go there. This is the date. Fine. Okay. So you have to write the date. Be careful. You have to write the date in 1 or 2 digits, and January in words, and 2019 4 letters. So this is the date. Number 2 is the date, and that is the date. Fine. Next, after the date, you have to write the salutation. Salutation will follow this one. The salutation, number 3. The salutation. The salutation will be like this. Okay, you will say, dear nurse, that's all. No need to say dear community health nurse or dear community nurse, no need. Dear nurse, that's all. If you know the name, write the name. If you don't know the name, then write the profession. If you don't know the profession, then write dear sir or madam. 3 options you have. 3 options you have. This is the salutation. After salutation, you have to write the subject. Subject, you will go here. This is number 4. The subject. The subject. The subject will be like this. Regarding, capital R, small e, regarding, colon, Mr. Peter Dunbar, comma, date of birth is DOB, colon, 18 March, write in full, 1932. That's it. That is how you are going to write. So this is the subject line. This is the subject line. Fine. Okay. Fine, that's clear. The next. So 4 things are gone. So 4, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 3 here. 1 is the address and 3 is the salutation. And then you have got 2 is the date and 4 is the subject. Now we'll go for the 6th one. 6th one is closing remarks. Okay, 5th one we'll see afterwards. 6th one is the closing remarks. The closing remarks. Okay. The closing will remarks will be like this. Yours faithfully, because name is not given, comma, yours faithfully, comma. If nurse is given, you have to write faithfully. If name is given, you have to write, okay, yours faithfully. Name is nurse, dear nurse, yours faithfully. But name is given, yours sincerely. So here you will not write yours sincerely. Here you will write yours faithfully. Okay, fine. So these two are related. Then last, number 7, the sender's address. The sender's address. So here number 7 is the sender's particulars. The sender's particulars are like this. Okay. You are the nurse in the community health center. So you can say registered nurse. Okay. Registered nurse and community health center. Community health center. Where? Which community health center? Which city? Newtown. Community center, Newtown. So he is moving from Newtown to Centerville. He's moving to Centerville with his daughter. So patient, community nurse in Centerville. So you are the community nurse in Newtown. Newtown community nurse in Newtown because he is living there. Okay. He lives in Newtown. How do you know that? See here. Patient hospital is in City Hospital, Newtown. Okay. So from there, he is moving to, okay, his daughter, that is in Centerville. Daughter is in Centerville. So now here it is. So you are the nurse, a registered nurse, and you are working in the community health center. And then you can see here Newtown. You are in Newtown. Okay, he is also in Newtown. You are also in Newtown. Right. Then now from here, he is moving to Centerville. So that's it. He's going there. So that's why transfer to one person to another person. So somebody else is going to take care of him now because the patient is moving to live with his daughter. Right. So that's very clear. These are the 3 lines you have to write now. So here it is. Registered nurse, community health center, and yeah, Newtown. So this is the address. This is number 7. So that's it. So that's very clear. Once again, let me check here. So desktop. Chinna, this Chinna, our laptop, only 2 laptops permission for this Adobe. So this one, let it be, remove that one. Which is this one? So laptop went to BOC 5 hours ago. This is 11 hours ago. So I'll sign out this one. Correct? This is still sign in. Okay. So this sign out. Okay. Now this device signed in. Correct? Okay, continue. Now what I'll do is I'll close this one. So, I have to close this one. Make Adobe account my default PDF application. Okay. Yes. So continue. Continue. Now what is this? Okay. Okay. What is this? Continue. Continue. Change order. Final change order. Okay. Okay, now I want to close that application. It is opening here. Where is that? This one I want to close from here. So here I have to save it now first.
Save it.
This is save. Save is enough.
Save what? Save what?
Save. Okay. Now open in PDF. How to open? This I'll close. This also I'll close. Yeah, here. So why it is this one? This one. Okay, this one only open. Study materials. Wait. What I have saved all are there on. There. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm gonna drink and please. Decaution better. Thank you. So here, start a tour. Why I want to tour? I know already. Leave it. Okay. Okay. This is the power of paid version. That's why I pay something and I take, because there are many free versions. If I have take free version, my son sometimes tells me, why are you paying so much money? Because it makes me very strong. So if we pay, we get quality. Okay. So just trust me. If you want to do something, okay, you pay them and they'll give you quality. Because they are experts. Experts will not give you free. So this is the quality. This is what you have to know. This is called quality. Why I like paid versions. And this is my paid version. That's the greatness of paid versions. Really, I don't know. I pay for this one, but I have to thank Adobe for doing so much research. Not only Adobe, even Microsoft. Okay. So we should be proud to own new things. This is my paid version. I'm very proud of that. So this is number 3. Earlier I was struggling to take all these things because I did not know how to use those things. Okay. Right. It's called quality. Quality will be awesome when you do perfectly. Yeah, that's it. So there you are. So we got everything now. So there is the address. Okay, number 1 is the address. So everything is differentiated. Everything is very clear here. The date. Okay, number 2 is the date. Number 3 is the salutation. Number 4 is the subject here. Okay, the subject here, number 4. Right. So that's fine. So next. So this is number 6. 5 is the body. And this is 7. 7 is here at the top. The sender's particulars. This is how you are going to take all these things. Right. That's good. Then next one. So have you got all these things clearly? So too many students will not be there. Only the registered students will be there. I'll not give these links to everyone. So follow that one. Okay. Right. So just go through them. These are the 7 points. Okay. Now all of you write these 7 points. Okay, in your notebook. Write these 7 points. Okay, forget the body now. These are the 7 points. So in between you will have the body. Right. Now we have, let me take this, the other one, Microsoft 365. My son has given me this laptop now. It's wonderful. Okay. We need S. How can I pay for letter collection? Can I pay on Google Pay? That I was messaged to you. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Thank you. Right. Okay. So, say, right. So here, China, why don't you take this Microsoft Office also? 365, Office 365 also you can download, no, afterwards. Huh? No, what I'm saying is let it get downloaded, no? Okay. So this is okay, not now, I'll manage now. Okay. So here it is. Where is this? Yeah. So now see here. Next we are going to now we are going to write about the body paragraphs. The body paragraphs. Yes. Come on, I'm giving you activate yours before going to the main letter. So there are many new students who join now. You can participate. Come on, first. First you write the address. How you have to write. Every spelling should be correct. So you are where you have to take the address and how it should be there. Come on, all of you. First, number 1, activate. Address. Number 1, address. Come on. All of you write the address. I'm going to teach you how to write the address now because we are going to learn a number of things. Every day I'll teach you. So when I say address, immediately you have to type and give me. Tomorrow onwards, I'm not going to teach you all these things. Okay, come on, all of you. Activate. Write down the address. Write the address in 4 lines. Then only I'll take you to the next level. All the new students. Yeah, come on. Write down all of you. Sri Lakshmi, community health nurse should be capital letter. C should be capital, H should be capital, nurse should be capital. C. This is how I correct. Sri Lakshmi. Sri Lakshmi, is this the new student who registered today? Sri Lakshmi, let me unmute you. Sri Lakshmi, are you the new student who registered today and your exam is 15 days later?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm correcting you everything. You have to write community health nurse, capital letters. No need the, not necessary. So
Okay,
C capital letter, H capital letter, nurse capital letter. See, I have written you here. There is no need of the here. Okay, because you are not the only community health nurse. The means only one and only, then you have to write. There are many community health nurses in your society. There may be 3, there may be 4. How can you be the community nurse, the only community? The means the only. So don't use that unless and until it is compulsory. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Can I correct you 100% or do you want me to excuse some things and say, okay, okay, okay?
Then sir, it's correct. I'll correct this.
No, do you want me to correct 100% or do you want me to say, okay, no problem, no problem?
100% I need correction, sir.
Yeah, that is what I'm asking. Okay, I'm muting you back. Come on. All of you, come on, write down. Come on, write down because we are going to do a number of things. Yes, that is it. Yeah, who is this? Okay. Azubike Elizabeth. Community Health Nurse, capital letter, Eastern Community Health Center, capital letter, 450 East Street, capital letter, Central Village, capital letter, 22nd January 2009, dear nurse, comma, very good. So come on, come on, come on, others also, come on. Activate, activate. Activate. After every component, you should leave one line. You should leave one line after every component. Yeah. Yes. What about the rest? Come on, come on. I have to go fast. Okay, Jennifer, community health nurse. Okay, come on, come on. Yes. Yeah, here it is. Next one. Anand Satigeri. Community Health Nurse, Eastern Community Health Center, 456 East Street, Center Village, 22nd January 2009. Very good. And don't copy paste from others. Try to write on your own. No cheating business. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, because I'm going to teach you many more things if you are not actively participating. Okay. If you are not actively participating, there is no meaning. Community health nurse, Eastern community. Where is Rosemary? Write again. Right. I want you to write again. Eastern is missing. Eastern Community Health Center. Not just Community Health Center. It is Eastern Community. Eastern is missing. Where are you watching? See here, it is there. Eastern. Eastern is here. .456 East Street should come in the next line. Centerville should come down. East Street. Okay, Jennifer. Street should be as capital letter. Street should be as capital letter. Don't you forget. Next. Yeah, Demarcia. Community health nurse. Okay, first line. What about the others? Yes, very good, Demarcia. What about the other lines? Yes, Eastern Community Health Center, right? Come on, come on. So then afterwards you can write 5, 6, 7 also. 4, 6, 7. Very good. Centerville is one word. Demarcia, Centerville is one word. You cannot write two words. Write them together. Now you can write the subject. Okay, no problem, no problem. But when you're writing, you can write that one. Otherwise, write the next line in the next after push button. Yes, very good. Lot of activity I can see. Very good. Even if 3, 4 students are also okay for me. 3 stage 4 students also okay for me. I want the active participants. I want those people who listen to me 100%. Yes. So the remaining things also you can try. So 3 is over 4. 4 is subject line. Subject line is here. This is the subject line. Okay. And this is the sender's address. Registered Nurse Community Health Center, Newtown. Okay. Here you have 3 different things. Those also you can write. Whatever you want to write, you can write. I'll take you back there for those 3 things later. Yes. Let us learn slowly, but wonderfully we learn. 1 letter should be equal to 10 letters. I'm going to teach you sentences, how to write quality sentences. I'm not teaching anything particular. I'm writing quality sentences. Yes. Learn the steps, learn the measures. That is more important than anything else. Yeah. So now once again I'll take you down. So here is the closing remarks and the sender's particulars. Okay. Right. Now next we'll go for the body paragraph. Body paragraph. How many paragraphs will we write for the body? Okay. How many paragraphs are we going to write there? Let us see there. Body paragraphs. So this is the body. Here it is. Okay, this is a totally different version. So that's why we can find it now. So this is totally different. So the body, number 5 is the body of the letter. Okay. The body of the letter. Right. Yeah, the body of the letter. That's it. My letters are different, so that's why I'm changing from black to blue. So fine. The body of the letter will be 5 parts. Number 1, or we'll say it as A, B, C, D, E. A is the introduction. Introduction. B is the body part 1. B, body paragraph 1. Main body paragraph, sorry. MVP, main body paragraph 1. Okay. Next, C is main body paragraph 2. We'll see what it is later. Number D, main body paragraph 3. So next one, E, will be all essays, all letters should be like that, mostly in 5 paragraphs. Anywhere, it should be in 5 paragraphs. Somebody has written here. What is that? Yeah, 5 paragraphs. Okay. And the last one is the conclusion. The conclusion. So 5 paragraphs. So now if you see here, okay, if you see carefully here, okay. Right. The body of the letter, the introduction, the main body paragraph 1, main body paragraph 2, main body paragraph 3, and the conclusion. So one by one, we be starting each and everything. So in the introduction, you'll write 3 lines, 3 sentences. Yes. Now you can see here. So introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph. So here, how are we going to separate this one? We'll show you later. Okay, first we'll see introduction. So in introduction, what will we do? Okay. So we'll see, this is called organization. This is called organization. Okay. This is called organization of the letter. Now let us see in the first paragraph what we will write. Let us see first paragraph, only one sentence we'll write, the introduction. So let us see how we are going to write the introduction. So here, always don't start the letter with I. Don't start the letter with I. Remember that you are not greater than the patient. You are not important than the patient. You are not, nobody is important than the patient. So write the name of the patient in the subject's place. Sir, many people are writing I. Okay, you are not many people. You are not one among the masses. You are special. You are Simon Sir student. You have to get 400 plus. If you want to be like many people, then go behind those many people and learn like that. I don't mind. I don't mind. If you want to be special, be behind me. I'm there to support you. I'll back you up in the best possible ways. In the best possible ways. You want to score excellently? I'm with you. See, I'll show you. I'll show you a number of examples. Congratulations. If I take congratulations, then you will get number of results. So, yeah. Muhammad Malik. See here. This is his testimony, Muhammad Malik. This is his testimony. You can listen to him. You can listen to him. Right? What he says. Congratulations. This is Muhammad Malik. See here. Okay, speaking 430. Writing 350. Reading 390. Listening 390. Like that. So another success story. See here. This is another 360, 350, 360, 300. So like the number of success stories you have here. So this is Temitope Jogode, Nigeria. Okay. So they have number. If you say, okay, this is another person. What is his name? Dr. Ashir Lukman. First attempt, clearance. First attempt. Many doctors, first attempt. So you see here, number of results. So this is another result. This is Achala from Sri Lanka. Achala Karuna Nayake. You see here, these are the results. Then this is Rasmeen Kaur. Rasmeen Kaur. See here. She tried, she's from Punjab. She tried first time. When she came to me, I said, this is not the style. She was upset. Sir, you are correcting too much. I said, this is the way how I correct. Okay. Then when I started correcting, she started improving. She went to the exam and she said, her testimony is there. You can listen to her. She said she forgot to write some points. But I said, don't worry, you're going to pass. If you had written that one, you would have definitely got B plus or A. But you missed that one, no problem. You will not fail. This is my word. Mark it, highlight it. Then she said, sir, I still doubt, sir. I want to book the exam. I said, no, wait, trust me. And she got the result. She said she was dancing with joy. And she sent many other students, all the doctors. She sent me 3 or 4 doctors. Okay, that is Rasmin. So you can hear her testimony here. Then there is Pooja Kataria. This Pooja Kataria was referred by the same doctor, Rasmin Kaur. Okay, she also, this is her message. Pooja Kataria, this is her result. You can see here. This is Pooja Kataria. Okay. 390 in writing, 400 in speaking. She just gave me 10 days. Only 10 days. Okay. She said, I improved a lot, sir. Okay. You can hear her testimony. Then, I'm not joking. If you want to trust me, you trust me. Right? Ankita Singhania. This is another girl. Ankita Singhania. This is Ankita Singhania. Yes, see here. Reading 410. Listening 400. Sorry, what is this? 460 listening. Okay. See, listen to their testimonies. First attempt. Okay. So this is another one. Apurva. She is in the UK. Apurva, 460 speaking. Writing 360. You want to listen to her message, you listen. 390 listening. She told me one thing, sir, I was only 9 days with you. Only 9 days. I came to know through somebody. I came to you and you gave me that timing and you gave me that quality. I hope you would have been in my nursery. I would have been good. You can listen to her testimony, what she says. I remember each and every word of her. This is her testimony. Here it is, memo 027. Okay, you can see this one. If you can hear, I'm copy post link. I'm copying the message. I'm not joking. Okay, so this is it. Afterwards, you can save this one. And afterwards you can watch it. Okay, it is in Telegram channel. Just to say congratulations and you'll get all these things. Okay. So you see the scores, 460 in speaking. Okay, 360 in writing. Sir, if I had not come, I would not have passed, sir, in writing. She told me, even in 9 days, I'm happy, sir. But if I had taken one full month course or more than that, I would have got even more scores, sir. That is what their words. You go and listen to them. I'm not joking. It's none of, I don't need students. They need me. Okay, this is Pooja Hegde. Okay, this is her testimony. Okay.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find
I mainly want to thank
You can speak. You can speak.
Yes, sir. So I mainly want to thank you, sir, that you have given the proper guidance. And what I found in your classes is that you take so much of effort and teach. That is very important. Not many of the, I don't know if I know any teacher who will take this much of effort and teach, sir. like you dedicate yourself for students only. That's what I felt. Your time, your everything, you're dedicating it for the students. And the way you teach, no, it just enters inside the brain and it just gets registered there. That kind of effective teaching. I wish I had you as my English teacher when I was in school, sir. My English should have been, I think, A-level English if I would have gotten coaching from you.
Okay. So what you can do is you can send your certificate. Tell the students about the result. Speak about your result. What score you got?
Sir, I got 460 in speaking, 390 in listening, 360 in reading, and 360 in writing.
Okay. Is this your first attempt or?
Yeah, this is my first attempt, sir.
And it was a crash course for you, right?
Yeah, I attended, I think, only for 8 or 9 days, if I remember, because I got to know you only very later from Maji.
What was the difference the training gave you?
The difference what this training has given me is that it has not only helped me in the OET exams, but also in day-to-day life, the way I can, write because in the hospitals we are used to write all these discharge summaries, referral letters. It has completely changed the way I'm writing the letters and the way I speak. The way I, even like after attending your classes, I came to know so much of grammar even though I speak fluently, there is so much of grammar mistakes I used to do. And that's what I have felt that English is like, even though it's just a language, the way you teach, I really wish that we had your kind of teachers in all the subjects we are studying, sir. Really.
Okay. So, right. What is your suggestions for the students who are studying with me? Because some students, they are not taking things very seriously. They are not doing whatever I am telling. They are not doing 100%. If I am telling write 2 letters, they are only writing 1 letter. If I am telling write 1 letter, at least they are writing 1 letter in 2 days.
മലയാളികൾ ഇന്ന് അനുഭവിക്കുന്ന ഏറ്റവും വലിയ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളിൽ ഒന്നാണ്.
Okay. Yes, I just wanted you to see that one. I just wanted to hear that one, because that is what I want from you. You are my students. You have to make me feel proud. A number of things, motivation, you can go for them there. Okay. This is Sainath Gali, 413 listening, 317 speaking, 318 reading, 317 writing. First attempt. Okay. So this is Sainath Gali. These are his results. Okay. Like that, there are many results you can see here. Okay. Anju Bala, 410 in both reading and listening. Okay. So you can see their scores here. See here. This is Anju Bala, 410 in listening, 410 in reading. She was focusing mainly on these two things. Okay. And writing, she got 350, and speaking, she got 360. Sir, if I had not taken your class, maybe I would have got only 290 or 300. Those are the words she said. Okay. So that is what it is. Okay. Getting 350 is so tough, even after this practice. That's why people are getting 290, 280, 300, 310 like that. Okay. So it's very tough. So you have to work hard and then you have to try. Okay. Manish Kumar, I'll give you. So next one. So this is another result. Whose result? Soumya Robin. Okay. She wrote for 3 or 4 times. She was focusing mainly on writing. She could not get writing 3 times. Then afterwards, she got 350 here. Okay. So this is how it is. 350. Getting 350 in writing is very tough. So you have to focus on these quality things. Who is this? Yeah. This is Planet B.T. Thomas. Bitty Thomas, this girl literally cried. She's in the UK now. I sent through our agency to the UK. Okay, we have sent number of students. See, she cried. Okay, she literally cried. And I talked to her mother. Her mother was dancing with joy. So that is what it is. It's a family, not a student. You are not a student for me. You are a family for me. If you are going to change your life, the entire family status is going to change. Remember that. This is Chandralekha, Dr. Chandralekha. So I don't put lot of certificates. Okay, I don't put lot of certificates. I don't want more students. So that's why I don't put many things. Students automatically come to me. So very few I have put. You can see here, reading 430, speaking 370, writing 360, listening 380. So Chandralekha, first attempt. That's it. There is no second chance. This is Dr. Ashir Lukman. Just now I have shown you. Yeah. And this is Manoj Kumar. This boy has sent many students to me. Even now there are some students whom he sent. Manoj Kumar. Okay. And this is Gopika Gopala Krishnan, 4 Bs. Okay. And this is, who is this? Muhammad Malik. Just now I have shown you. Muhammad Malik, 430 in speaking. Okay. 430 in speaking. Right. This is, who is this? Vasundhara Shankar. Okay. Yes, this is Muhammad Malik. Then yeah. This is Shobha. She got UK score. Okay, these are some of the results. You have to get excellent results, outstanding results, and you have to make me happy. Okay. I don't mind whether I get your money or not, but your certificates are more important than anything else for me. Right. Now let us see how we are going to implement this. Now let us see this. How are we going to write the first paragraph? That is the introduction, number 1. So that is 5A. It means first paragraph, 5A. 5A is the introduction. 5A means the introduction. Okay, now we'll see how we are going to write this introduction. Okay. Right. Now let us see. Here, you are writing starting with Peter Dunbar. Don't say I. Never say I. I am writing to refer. I am writing to transfer. I am writing this discharge. This letter is being written by me. All this too much beating around the bush. Hit the hammer straight on the head. Short and sweet. K-I-S-S. I don't know how you are going to take this word. K-I-S-S. You have to kiss it. That's it. This means what? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. That means don't be a stupid. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. Don't beat around the bush. Don't do too much of drums. Okay? Don't beat too much propaganda. Don't, don't expand and tell all nonsense. Don't fill up all nonsense. I am writing. I is the actor. Why are you using the actor? Don't use the actor. Don't use the actor's name. Don't say I am writing. The doctor is giving. No need all these things. Okay? So you are supposed to avoid 3 things. 3 things you have to avoid. What are the 3 things that you have to avoid? The major 3 things. The 3. Okay. I'll write here, avoid. Okay, fine. Avoid 3 things. Okay, 4 things here. Avoid 4 things. Right. These are the 4 things you are supposed to avoid. That's it. Avoid these 4 things by all means. Avoid these 4 things. Danger. Red. Avoid these 4 things by all means. Don't try to use these 4 things. First one is avoid passive voice. Then second one is avoid personal pronouns. Third one is avoid repetition of words and phrases. Fourth one is avoid commonplace words. If anybody is using the word good, don't use good. 100 people can write good. What is that speciality for you? Okay. Write something else which nobody else can write. That's that thing. Avoid repetition. Don't write the same word every time. Avoid personal pronouns. He, she, it, they. Avoid active voice. Sorry. Edit. Avoid active voice. Avoid active voice. Yes, that's it. So this is how avoid active voice. So use passive voice. Why, sir? Why should we use passive voice? Don't ask me. I cannot explain too many things. Just to go to the official OET. It is the mother of English for you. And the father of English is Cambridge Dictionary. Go there and ask her, the father and the mother. So I'm taking you to Cambridge Dictionary. Mind you, the most important points I'm telling you, whether to follow you or not, that is your problem, not mine. Do, you'll get benefit. Don't do, you'll lose the benefit. That is your problem, not at all mine. Yes. So active or passive. Okay. Active or passive in OET writing. Official website. You go there and you'll find it out. Okay. Occupational English test. Do you know how to write passive forms correctly? That means you have to write passive forms correctly. Do you know that? Then next one, why you should use passive voice in your writing? Why? That means you should use the passive in your writing. So see there, I made it bold. Do you know how to write passive forms correctly? Question mark. That means you have to write passive forms correctly. Do you know that? That means you should have to. There are 3 sentences in this. You have to write passive forms. You have to write passive forms correctly. Do you know how to write passive forms correctly? These are the 3 things you have to learn here. The next one, you want the link? I'll give you the link address. Copy, post link. Copy link address. Okay, I'm posting the copy link address here. Yes, this is the link address. You can check it out. Copy and save it in your mobile phone. Okay, then next, second one. Why you should use? That means you should use the passive in your writing. Do you know why? So that is the link. Copy link address. I am giving you here. Okay, take it and save this in your, okay, save this. Copy this and save it. Click on that one and say copy and save it. Otherwise, what you can do is, okay, I am going to post these links in the Telegram channel. Copy link address. I'll post you there in the Telegram channel. Here it is. Okay, you can take from there. You can take from there. Battery is running low. China, where's the battery, China? Not connected. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that is it. Uh-huh. Okay. Select all. No. Yes, here it is. Yes. So that is the second link. So you can take these two links and you'll get a lot of information there. You just click on this, okay, and it will take you there. See here. Why you should use passive? Why you should use passive? Okay. I showed Mrs. Carter. Don't use I. That is what he's telling. This may be very true statement. Yeah, it is correct only. But when reporting this action to a colleague or another healthcare professional, in a formal letter, it is better to make the patient more important to you. Make the patient more important to you. So here it is. What is the OET telling? See there. This may be very true statement, but means, however, when reporting this action to a colleague or another healthcare profession in a formal letter, when you say I, that means, are you great? They will ask you, oh, you are so great. So that's why you will become right. So it is better to make bold letters. See here, make the patient more important to you. Make the patient more important to you. Do you understand? If you don't understand, forget. It is not my headache. It is your problem. If you understand, it is my headache to teach you how to make the patient more important to you. If you realize, you go to somebody who just passed OET, how can he teach you? You have to go to an English language professional, not to a nurse or a doctor. Okay, they are not qualified to teach. Okay, go to an English teacher. Even a mathematics teacher cannot teach English. He's a teacher, but he cannot teach English. Then how can a nurse teach English? An eye specialist cannot treat the patients with heart disease. A heart doctor cannot treat the patient who has skin disease. Then how? That is called, you need a specialist. You need a specialist. Can I, a teacher, come and give nurse injections? You have studied nursing for 5 years. Can I do justice to your job? No. Somebody is telling something and somebody is giving free. Somebody is giving just for less money. Don't rush to them. They are fooling you. That little money is enough for them. Go to a professional who trains you properly, who attacks you with a whip and scourges you, punishes you, troubles you, and taunts you for every mistake. Go to them and learn. Don't go to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, because they are not qualified academically, neither academically nor professionally. They are not academic English language specialists. They are not professional teachers. They don't have an English certificate. They don't have teaching certificate. For nursing, you need only one certificate. For medicine, you need only one certificate. For teaching, you need one certificate. For English, you need another certificate. For English teachers, you need 2 certificates. Go and ask your school teacher. They will tell you what is teaching English. Okay, I'm not joking. That is up to you, whether you take it or leave it. That is yours. That is your problem. Telling you, opening up your brains, putting the information is my responsibility, and I'm putting it. I'm showing you, this is your mother of your exam. OET, occupational English, it is telling you. Okay? See here. This may be very true statement. It is correct, 100% correct. But do not use it. when you are reporting this action to a colleague or another healthcare professional in a formal letter, it is good to use it. It is good to use active voice, but it is better to make the patient more important than you. It is good to use I. It is good, but it is not better. What do you mean by good and better? And I'm going to teach you the best. It is better to make the patient more important to you. Yes. Think of it like this. Think of it like this. Are you the only person in the world who can show the patient how to self-inject insulin? Nobody else in the world can do? Any nurse can do. Then why you are so special to say, I showed Mr. Carter. I showed you. Are you feeling so proud to show Mrs. Carter? You are not great. You are any ordinary nurse can do this. So you are not special. Mind you. In doing so, actually, you are boasting about yourself. There is nothing to boast here. Will you show them a different technique to the one another colleague would show? That means, are you showing a different technique? Or anybody can show what the technique you are showing? No, it is one and the same procedure. I imagine. Who is telling? OET is telling. OET is telling. I imagine the answers are no. So are you greater than OET? Baseless. You are not better than OET to tell what OET wants. OET is telling, I imagine the answers are no. So that means don't write I showed. You write what? What you have to write? To your reader, the showing is more important than who did the show. You did the showing, but that is not important. You are not important. Insulin injections are more important. So use insulin injection. For this reason, for this reason, for this reason, because of this, passive forms are often used to make the person doing the action less important. Be less important. Don't say I. Put yourself in the background. Than the person they are doing it, or even the action they are doing. So person they are doing. Passive forms are very important. The person who is acting is not important. So you can say the patient was shown how to self-inject insulin, or more important than that, self-injecting insulin was shown. Finished. So simple as that. A blood sample was taken on Tuesday. That's all. I took the blood sample on Tuesday. Mad. No need. So the form of this sentence is also passive. It starts with the object, a blood sample, then a passive verb was taken, and ends with extra information on Tuesday. You don't need who took it. All those things not necessary. They can be. So the reader would understand this. No need. Who the sample was taken from, so it can be omitted from Mr. J. Even patient's name is not required. What is not required? Patient's name is not required. The patient is not required. This is also not required. Self-injecting insulin was shown. That is enough. Patient is already there throughout the letter. So why do you want to write all these things? Don't do that. Never do that. Be careful. Be very careful. Right. So remember that. Remember what I'm telling you. Okay, remember what I'm telling you. That is not needed. Shantakala, Rosemary, precious. Okay, fine. Very good. Lorita. So I'm going to teach you sentences. What is important, whether it is IELTS or whether it is PTE or CELPIP or TOEFL or SAT or GRE or GMAT and whatever it is. In formal presentations, don't use active voice as far as possible. I should not come. I should not come. He should not come. You should not come. Avoid personal pronouns. Take it or leave it. That is your problem, not mine. Next one. Yep. Okay. Next one. So how are we going to write this then? So you are going to write like this. Introduction. Yeah. Right. Now let us see here. Mr. Peter Dunbar. So just to say Mr. Dunbar. Because you already told Mr. Peter Dunbar in the subject. We know that his full name is Peter Dunbar. So why do you want to say again? And don't write Mr. Dunbar in each and every paragraph. That is also nonsense. Why are you repeating the name of the patient? Then there is only one patient. Are you mad or are you crazy? Those people who don't know how to write passive voice use like that. But we don't need to make the name of the patient always. See, for example, you are always there. So one person is there. I need not call. For example, you are Abraham Lincoln. So I need not call you. Lincoln, come here. Lincoln, sit down. Lincoln, sit here. Lincoln, come on. Lincoln, go home. You will think that this Simon sir is crazy. Why he is taking so many times? Only one Mr. Lincoln, I am here. And this fellow is mad. He's a fool. How many times he is taking my name, Lincoln? So are you showing that you are mad? Don't take. Lincoln, come on. Sit down. Get up. Go home. Finish. Only one Lincoln is there. Only one patient is there. Then why do you want to take? Do you think that I am forgetful? I am reading. I know that the subject is Peter Dunbar, Mr. Peter Dunbar. In the beginning only I came to see. Even before I read the letter, I saw that one. So do you think that some other Abraham Lincoln will come in between? Or Margaret Thatcher will come in between? No need. Only one patient. Subject is only one patient. So no need to write every time. Subject already you mentioned in the beginning. So if you want, you can write in the first paragraph once. That to second name. That is enough. Mr. Dunbar. That's it. Okay, diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Mr. Peter Dunbar. Okay, diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Okay, that is what it is. You can use the same thing. Okay, you can use the same thing. What you have to write are these things. So first one is Mr. Peter Dunbar. And next one, what else you have to do? What is his problem? So is he, okay, what is his problem? Diabetes. Diabetes, type 2 diabetes. So you have to write type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes mellitus. Oh, Rumbidzai, I passed this time around, wanted to thank you. Wow, Rumbidzai, Sarah, Mafitsa, Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you for information. Yes, please send your certificate. Please send the picture of your, please send the photo. At least after one day, they are telling, great, great, great. Thank you. Please send the photo. Okay, of your marks. Thank you for the information. Thanks for the information. Thank you. You people make me proud, dear. Oh, wow, I'm very happy when people say I passed. Yeah. Right. Mr. Dunbar, type 2 diabetes mellitus. Okay, fine. Now, what is the problem here? Let us see the problem. So, yes. So he is moving to community health, okay, Centerville. So moving to Centerville. So you're transferring the patient's responsibility, not the patient. You're not transferring the patient, you're transferring the patient's responsibility. That means in future when he comes, he has to take care of him. Or transferring from one facility but to another facility, transferring the patient, but you're not transferring the patient is moving to another place. So transferring the responsibility, that is it. Okay, right. So this is transfer letter. Okay, right. So you have to outline the request ongoing monitoring. So requesting ongoing monitoring. So you can say here, you can take this one, go there down. So I'll take you wherever I need it. So here, Mr. Peter Dunbar. So comma, slash, type 2 diabetes mellitus, slash. Then afterwards, what you have to say? Requires ongoing monitoring. Requires ongoing monitoring. This is how you have to write. This is how you are going to write. Okay, Mr. Peter Dunbar, type 2 diabetes mellitus, requires ongoing monitoring. Come on, write down whatever you want to write now. Come on. Okay. Write down there. Write down your introduction in your bar. Write down. Introduction. The introduction. So submit your introduction here, please. Write down whatever. First you write down in your notes. Mr. Dunbar, type 2 diabetes mellitus, requires ongoing monitoring. Come on. Oh. Oh. Write down your introduction, please. Yes. Please don't send the link to everyone. This is a special session only for our regular students. Wow. 350, 380, 350, 350. Congratulations. Is 350 mostly? You got all B grades. Congratulations. Rumbitzai, Mafidza from Zimbabwe. Awesome. 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 Yes. Very good. Come on, write down, write down, write down. Write down. First, write down in your notebook. And write down here in the chat box. But however you want to write. That's up to you. Yes. Now let us see these things. I'm giving you my mark introduction. So introduction, you can write like this. Mr. Peter Dunbar. Okay, Mr. Peter Dunbar. Okay. Who was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes mellitus. Okay, type 2 diabetes mellitus, comma, requires, okay, requires comma. So here ongoing monitoring is there. So here you can say continuing monitoring or regular monitoring, whatever you want to change, you can say ongoing monitoring or regular monitoring. Okay, regular monitoring of what? Regular monitoring of what? What is his problem? Regular monitoring of what? Here you can see regular monitoring and encouragement. Regular monitoring of what? Regular monitoring of medication compliance. Okay, all medication compliance, you can write here regular monitoring of medication compliance. Regular monitoring of medication compliance. Okay, regular monitoring of medication compliance, you can say, right? That is number one. And then encouragement for what? Encouragement for what? So doctor advises patient resistant to dietary alterations. So encourage, yeah. Needs regular monitoring. Okay. Requires ongoing monitoring of blood sugar levels. You can say monitoring of okay, glucose levels or blood sugar levels. Yes. Or you can also say like this, ongoing monitoring and of ongoing monitoring and encouragement regarding medication and dietary compliance. Medication and dietary compliance. Okay. Compliance regarding medication and dietary regimens also you can say. Okay. So regarding encouragement, ongoing monitoring and ongoing monitoring of blood glucose level, blood sugar levels, and like that also you can write. And encouragement regarding medication and dietary compliance. Full stop. So so you are what are you doing here? Requesting. So requesting, okay, ongoing monitoring. So into your care. Okay, into your care. Dunbar is moving. Okay, so dietary complex following compliance as okay, following the shift to Centerville to live with his daughter. Okay, is transferred into your care. Mr. Dunbar is transferred into your care. Okay, so this is what type of letter you see here. You will know here. This is a letter to transfer the patient into the care. Transferred into your care, is being transferred into your care. So Mr. Dunbar, who was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes mellitus, here you can write in this way. I'm showing you different ways. Is being transferred into your care. Okay. For ongoing monitoring. If you want to write for, you have to write like this. And for monitoring blood sugar levels, you can say monitoring diabetes mellitus, you can say otherwise. Okay. Monitoring and regular ongoing monitoring and necessary encouragement. Write down another word here. Necessary or required. Necessary. Try to add quality. Here ongoing, you can change it to ongoing is there in the question. You can say regular monitoring and necessary encouragement regarding medication and dietary compliance. So this is the way you can write. Okay. Okay. Now if you want to write, you can write one more line here. Okay. Because he is moving to Centerville to live with his daughter. Because see, even I am making mistakes. Correct, because he is moving to Centerville to live with his daughter. That's it. Mr. Dunbar, who was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes mellitus, is being transferred into your care for regular monitoring and necessary encouragement regarding medication and dietary compliance, because he is moving to Centerville to live with his daughter. So this is the way how you can break your sentences, how you can track your sentences. You can go ahead. So it is there. I have given you. Yes. Come on. Write down your own sentences. You change it in your own style, but be careful. So write down your sentences. So how are we going to break these sentences? Okay. So number one, sentence number one, Mr. Dunbar was diagnosed. If you want to write separate sentences, you can write separate sentences. Was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes mellitus. That is number one sentence. Any sentence you want, you can use. However you want to use, you can use. Number two, sentence number two. Okay. Mr. Dunbar requires regular monitoring of Mr. Dunbar who requires regular monitoring of Mr. Dunbar requires regular monitoring of diabetes mellitus. You can say like that. Mr. Dunbar. Yes, sorry to the new students who wanted to join. I want to tell you. So those two students who were asking me, so they just contacted me and they're transferring the amount, they're making the payment. So those two seats which I told, okay, are closed. I'm sorry once again. The admissions are closed for this batch starting from Monday. I am extremely sorry for that. Right. So the other students, you can wait for the next batch. No more admissions. Okay. Mr. Dunbar requires regular monitoring of what? Regular monitoring of diabetes mellitus. So anywhere, however you want to write, you can write. I'm going to show you something which is more important, which many people will not show you. Okay, I'm going to show you how to write passive voice and quality passive voice sentences. Those who go out, you can go, no problem. But those who stay on, because the most important things I'm going to teach you now. Yes. So regular students, don't miss the sessions, please. Mr. Dunbar was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes mellitus. Mr. Dunbar requires regular monitoring of diabetes mellitus. And third sentence, Mr. Dunbar, small sentences you write first. Mr. Dunbar is being transferred into your care. How to write small sentences I'm showing you. Mr. Dunbar is being transferred into your care. Okay. So Mr. Dunbar, fourth one. Mr. Dunbar requires necessary encouragement . regarding medication and dietary compliance. So this is sentence number 4. All these sentences are there in this one. Number 4, Mr. Dunbar. So all belongs to Mr. Dunbar. That's why you can join all the sentences. If that is something different, you cannot join. Okay, you have to write in a different style. Mr. Dunbar is moving to Centerville to live with his daughter. So 5 sentences are there. You can write separately, or you can write jointly, or you can write in one sentence, or you want to write in 2 sentences. Right, this is the learning stage to write. However you want to write, you can write. There is no problem at all. Yes. So this is how you have to write the answer. Mr. Dunbar was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. You need not write Mr. Dunbar because it is already there. Type 2 diabetes mellitus was diagnosed. Finished. So how can you change this one? Let us see here. Oh. Okay. So passive voice. PV. Mr. Dunbar was diagnosed also is passive voice, but the best passive voice I am giving you now here. The best form of it is like this. Okay. I'm going to give you even better one. Type 2. Whenever you have a chance to eliminate Mr. Dunbar, eliminate him. Because we already know type 2 diabetes was diagnosed. Okay, that's enough. Type 2 diabetes was diagnosed. Or you can write another way. Okay, if you want to write active voice, you can write Mr. Dunbar has had type 2 diabetes mellitus since. Like that one also you can write. You can write active voice also. There is no harm, but the quality is low. You will not get more marks. So here you can see August 2016. August 2016. So you can write here like this. Mr. Dunbar has had type 2 diabetes mellitus since August 2016. This is the way how you can write. I am copying this one, Control C, and I am deleting from here, and I am going here. This sentence can be written in another style. I'm teaching you, I'm not teaching you letter. Yeah, don't think that I'm teaching you letter, okay? I'm teaching you sentences because first of all, learn sentences rather than letters. So this is also right. So that's it. Mr. Dunbar has had type 2 diabetes mellitus since August 2016. This can be written in another style. Okay. I'm teaching you too many styles. Okay. Mr. Dunbar, okay, has had type 2 diabetes. What, sir? You are writing the same thing. No, never. Mellitus, never I'll write the same thing. For the last, since August 2016, and for the last, what is the date now? What is the year now? Now the year is, okay, 22nd January 2019. So this is, the year is what? 2016. For the last 2 years, 2.5 years, you can write. For the last 2.5 years, 30 months, or 2.5 years. For the last 2 years, finished. 2016, 2017, 2018, now January 2000. For the last 2 years. Okay, you can write for the last 2 years or 2.5 years. So when you say since, you will write starting point of time. I'm teaching you a rule here. I'm teaching you a rule here. So when you write since, when you use since, okay, when you use since, when you use since, new computer, okay. When you use since, you will write the point of time. When it started, the point of time. What is dysgraphia? Students' messy handwriting. Okay. Right. So since means point of time. You'll write the point of time. When you use since, you'll write point of time. When you use for the last, it is period of time. So when you use for the last, it is period of time. The period of time. When you use since, you use period of time. Okay. Right. So when you use for the last, you use the period of time. When you use since, the point of time. Since 2000, I have been teaching. For example, not 2000, even before that I started teaching. Okay. Right. Fine. Let us see here. Since 2000, I have been teaching. I have been teaching English since 2009. Write down. I have been teaching present perfect continuous tense. I have been teaching since 2000. I have been teaching since 2000. Or I have been teaching for the last 22 years. Right. So let us see this one. I have been teaching English since 2000. Okay, number one. Or I have been teaching English for the last 22 years. So for the last 22 years or since 2000. Anything, okay, is important. So I'm going to ask you one question. Muhammad. Which Muhammad? Okay, right. Are you all okay with my style? This is just for asking. I won't change my style, but I'm just asking. I will not change. I will change. This is my style of teaching. Okay, but just I'm asking you, are you all okay with my style? Say yes or no. If you say yes, I'm comfortable. I will teach more. I say, come on, learn more. If you say no, then I'd say nothing, I cannot change. So you have to find some other alternative. Okay, because I will not change. So you have to change your teacher. That's all. Yeah. Just hit the button. 10 seconds. If you say no also is okay. Whatever you want to write, you can write. That's okay. Just take 10 seconds to type yes or no. Yeah, those who are going for the exam on the 8th of June. 8th of June, I think, right? So we have 2 weeks crash program for them. So normal seats are over. Only the crash program vacancies are there, if anybody is interested. Or only writing corrections. Okay. So those you can have. So this is number 1. Mr. Peter Dunbar. So that is done. Next one. Mr. Dunbar requires regular monitoring of diabetes mellitus. Then how are we going to write this one? This is first style, this is second style, then this is third style. So number 1 and number 2 and number 3. Okay. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Now this one, Mr. Dunbar requires regular monitoring of diabetes mellitus. Come on, write down how do you make it passive voice. This is active sentence. Make it passive voice. Make it passive voice. Start with diabetes mellitus. Monitoring, regular monitoring of diabetes mellitus. So you can write like that. Regular monitoring of diabetes mellitus is recommended or suggested or advised or required. Is required or is recommended, is suggested, is advised, anything. So okay, you can write that one. Full stop. In brackets, required or suggested or advised. Okay. Write whatever you want to write. Next one. Okay. Next sentence, same one in different style. Diabetes mellitus has to be monitored regularly. No. Diabetes has to be monitored by you. Okay. Yeah, passive voice. Regular diabetes mellitus has to be monitored regularly by the nurse. That is what has to be monitored. Okay. Has to be monitored regularly. That is it. Full stop. Diabetes mellitus has to be monitored regularly. Okay, fine. So this is the way how you can write this sentence. Mr. Dunbar is being transferred into your care. That is fine. Mr. Dunbar is being transferred into your care. This is passive voice only. Okay. Now this sentence can be written in another passive voice form. Appropriate care at your facility is required or is necessary, is suggested, is advised, is recommended, anything like that. Now I hope you can understand. Right. Now, Mr. Dunbar requires necessary encouragement regarding medication and dietary compliance. Mr. Dunbar requires necessary encouragement regarding medication and dietary compliance. So, this sentence you can write in another style. Okay. Mr. Dunbar requires necessary encouragement regarding medication and dietary compliance. Okay. absolute compliance with or regarding medication and dietary regimens is suggested. Okay. To transform different styles. First one, Mr. Dunbar requires necessary engagement. That's an active voice. You can change into passive voice like this. Okay, Mr. Dunbar is moving to Centerville with this cannot be changed into passive voice. This cannot be changed into passive voice. That's all. He's moving. Moving what? He's moving a table. Table is being moved, but he is moving himself too. So no need. It cannot be changed. He cried. So he cried, he smiled, he laughed. Like this, they cannot be changed into passive voice. They are intransitive verbs. They cannot transfer the work. It is from him to himself, so they cannot be transferred. Such sentences not be transferred into passive voice. What is this? Manish Kumar, what is that? Okay, I don't know what is that. You're sleepy, huh? Okay, I don't understand the emoticons. I'm very poor. Okay, so this cannot be changed into passive voice. Intransitive verb. Okay. So this is the way how you can write passive structures. So you can write many different sentences. Okay. Next one. Now this is the introduction. Try to write your own introduction, I told you. Now we are going to the next part. Now you write here. Okay. Now you can write about diabetes. Then, okay. Now you can see present situation. Now here you see signs of diabetic neuropathy. Now this is diabetic neuropathy. You have to write about this. You have to write about this one now. Diabetic neuropathy. Right. These are the signs of diabetic neuropathy. So now this you have to write in the second paragraph. You can write in the second paragraph. You can write in the second paragraph. Second paragraph, you write about diabetic neuropathy. Okay. Right. Now this is October 2018. From then onwards, he has shown signs of diabetic neuropathy. And then, so the mobility is restricted. Okay, restricted mobility. Then this is patient now walking with a stick. So mobilization is possible. Restricted mobilization is possible with the support of a walking stick. Okay, since October 2018, he has shown signs of diabetic neuropathy. Okay, poor exercise tolerance is noticed. Okay, non-compliance with diet continues. Okay, he is taking food from the catering, and counseling has been provided. Okay, regarding food diet. Then next one. So he is taking community-based meal service. This is one example, alternative. Okay, this is one alternative. And moving in with adult children, son, daughter to a retirement village, going to a these are the alternatives. All these things are not important. So they were discussed. So that is why he's going to his son, sorry, daughter. Okay. So he's going to his daughter. Fine. So now you can see here, respiratory infection 2 weeks ago, not necessary. All these things are not so that much important. Finished. Patient discontinued all other medications as felt unwell. Resumed medication, but still only taking medication, intermittent compliance. intermittently, compliant to medications intermittently, off and on he's taking medications. So that's all. Next one, education, again provided education regarding the importance of adherence to drug med regimen. Okay, education regarding medication compliance has been provided. Like that you have to write. Education has been provided regarding the importance of medication compliance. So that is what it is. Drug regimen means medication compliance. That is what it is. Next one. So this you can write in second paragraph. Then third paragraph. Okay. Right. Okay, you can write all the other things. You can write about diabetes. So this you can write in second paragraph. This is paragraph number 2. So you can say, this is body paragraph 2. Okay, main. So this is main. Introduction is over. Main body paragraph 1. Main body paragraph 1. This is related to diabetic neuropathy. Diabetic neuropathy. More serious problem. Main body paragraph related to diabetic neuropathy. Write down all these points. October 2018 visit. Then next one. Next one is, so this one. Okay. This is main body paragraph 2. Main body paragraph 2. This one you can write regarding diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes. Mellitus. Type 2 diabetes, mellitus. Okay. Type 2 diabetes. You can write that. Type 2 diabetes. Okay. The next one. Third paragraph. You can write regarding this. Myocardial infarction. This is hospitalized. This is paragraph 3. So main body paragraph 3. Main body paragraph 3. It is myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. You can write about this. Okay. So type 2 diabetes, you can write all these things. So 2017 to 2018, all these things you can write in the second paragraph. And this is in third paragraph. Okay. Third paragraph you can write. What about what you can write? I will tell you now. So this is body paragraph 3. So I have to write about this body paragraph 3. Hospitalized. Okay, city hospital, Newtown. Then myocardial infarction. And then, okay, now you can also write, okay, diagnosed with atrial during the same visit. Diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, post myocard during the same visit. So what was commenced is sotalol and warfarin were commenced. Okay, sotalol and warfarin were commenced. And here prescribe ramipril 5 mg daily. So that's it. Okay. Ramipril for what and sotalol and warfarin for what? All you have to write that one in my third paragraph. In second paragraph, you are supposed to write this one. What? Diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Okay. Then what about his condition? Okay. Dietary regimen. Doctor recommended dietary management. Dietary management. So dietary modifications. What are the dietary modifications? Low fat food, low sugar, and less calorie. Okay. And limit alcohol consumption, increase the exercise. These are recommended. So all these things you can write. So patient was cooking at home. So somehow managing. Okay. Wife managing dietary requirements. Okay. Wife managing things because she was alive then. But afterwards, 2000, from this time, wife died, passed away. From that time, okay, from that time, okay. So non-compliant with diet, and he started consuming excessive fat, sugar, alcohol, and wine and beer. All these things, increased consumption was reported. So doctor prescribed metformin. Doctor prescribed metformin. So now you see patient cooking for self. Okay, non-compliant with diet. He's eating whatever. Non-compliant with medication also. And he's blaming his memory. Oh, I forgot, like that. And he's unmotivated. Resents having to, he's not ready to accept to take medication. Okay. So medication, intermittent medication, that is what it is. Okay. Right. Education was provided for the need for regular medication and potential adverse effects of intermittent dosing. Okay. So you have to remember that one. Okay. Memory aids. So discuss strategies of memory aids. That is different. So you have to write all these points. These are very, very important. You can see the currently is on which medications you can see. Metformin, Ramipril, warfarin, and sotalol. Ramipril for hypertension. Right. Next. Here. Okay. Now, here you can write what are required here. He requires, okay, education is required for patient needs and monitoring. Daughter needs this education. Earlier wife needs, so wife was given, but now no wife. So daughter is taking care. So daughter requires this education. So daughter advises that patient resistant to dietary alcohol, okay, misses and double doses, refuses to reduce salt, all these things. Patient continues to require monitoring and encouragement. So regular monitoring and encouragement is required. Okay, so these things are important. So you write, now you understand what should go in which paragraph. Body paragraph 1 is here. Okay, this is body paragraph 1. This is body paragraph 2. And this is body paragraph 3. So you have to know all these things. So which is going, introduction, you know, and conclusion, you can write like this. I'm going to teach you the conclusion now. Okay. I'm going to teach you the last paragraph conclusion now. Okay, conclusion. 5E. 5E. The conclusion. The conclusion you will write like this. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, comma, based on the aforementioned circumstances, okay, continuing, okay, regular, I have already written there, regular monitoring. So ongoing supervision or continuous supervision or monitoring or observation, supervision, and necessary encouragement, appropriate motivation, change the words, appropriate motivation. Motivation means encouragement. Okay, appropriate motivation for strictly adhering to the prescribed medication and dietary medication and dietary regimens. Okay. Okay. continuous supervision and appropriate motivation for strictly adhering to the or for or strictly adhering remove, you can say, for medication, for compliance with medication and dietary regimens would be profoundly beneficial for Mr. Dunbar. No need, would be profoundly beneficial, that's all. Mr. Dunbar, no need, again and again. Okay. In case, continuation, in case any additional information is required, passive voice. Please don't say kindly that, this, please note, off note, kindly, please, all this, don't beg. Please do not, we are not beggars, okay? We are not requesting too much. We are professionals. This is a formal letter. This is an official letter. Don't write as if a customer is requesting somebody like that. Do not hesitate. You are a doctor, you are a nurse, you are professionals. You maintain that professional status. Don't stoop down. I want marks, so I should request too much. No, and a big no. We are nurses, we are doctors, we are not beggars. I mean it. Don't beg for mercy. Be proud that you are a nurse. Doctors or nurses or podiatrists, nobody is less, nobody is more. Professional responsibility is more for the doctors. And without nurses, doctors cannot do anything. Without doctors, nurses cannot. Both are equally important. Okay? So nobody is less, nobody is more. One nurse is writing to another nurse, one nurse is writing to the head nurse, or community nurse, or a doctor, or a cardiologist, or a specialist, whatever it is. Behave like a nurse, behave like a doctor. Don't behave like a, begging and falling down on the ground and touching his feet like that. No. This is a formal letter. This is an official letter. This is a very special letter. So be formal in your presentation. Don't be informal. Informal letters, too much of personalization is not accepted. And too much of active voice is not accepted. Too much of repetition is not accepted. Too much ordinary words, which anybody can use, are not accepted. You have to use formal words. Okay. Please do not hesitate to contact me. That's it. That's it. Juliet, don't write the word patient. Don't write the word patient. If my brother is a patient, and if you come and say, bring the patient here, I'll be very, very annoyed. I'll be very angry. Never use the word patient. The patient will be offended. For example, the patient's son is there, they will fight with you. Okay? Never say the patient, a patient. We have to treat them with respect. If you say doctor, that is respectable word. Nurse, that is respectable word. Patient means that it's a derogatory word. That is what they feel. So don't term the name patient. If you can use the name. Okay, bring your father here or bring your brother here. Okay, bring Mr. Abraham here or something like that. Don't use the word patient. Avoid as far as possible. It is not a positive word. Okay. All right. Patient word means a helpless, destitute, troubled, suffering person will be called a patient. Nobody will be accepted. Nobody will accept this word for themselves. So anybody, don't write this word. Finished. Shall, okay, before that, yeah, your valuable feedback regarding the session. Valuable feedback regarding the session. Write maximum 3 sentences. Number 1, what you learned today. Something special. Don't give the good things, give the extraordinary things. Number 2. Okay. How was the session? Number 3. Do you have any suggestions to improve my quality, to improve the quality? These are the 3 things I need from you. Okay. And the last one is grade. Grade the session. Grade the quality from 0 to 10. You can give 0 also. I'll be happy to if you write 0, but you have to tell me why you are grading 0 so that I can improve. Just don't say 0. Give me the suggestions also, how I can improve from 0 to at least 5. Maybe I cannot make 10, but at least till 5 I need to improve. So give your suggestions. Any new students are there, I'm going to talk to them. All of you give the feedback, because seeing your feedback, after seeing your feedback, I'll give you personal sessions. Okay. Now, Anand Sattigeri. Hello, Anand. Hello, Anand. Okay, I am unmuting everyone. Allow participants to unmute. Okay. Yeah, Anand, you can unmute now. Everyone can unmute whenever their name is called. Anand Sattigeri.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, dear. Where are you from?
I am from Karnataka, sir.
You are from Karnataka. Which district?
Belgaum district, sir.
Belgaum district. Kannada bartada?
ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್.
Bartada. Nanige swalpa matada bartade. Okay. Now I want to ask you, what is your feedback? Give in your own words, please. How did you feel? You have come for the first time for my session, I believe.
Yes, sir. Today I attend the first session in your class. Actually, yes, sir. You well done in explanation. Introduction part also, subject and conclusion also.
Yes. Okay. Anything else to there?
Yeah,
You
that's
can
it.
tell. Okay, fine. Lorita.
No, sir.
Lorita. Yes, Demarcia from Brazil.
Yes, sir.
Demarcia, where are you from now? North Ireland?
Yeah, I am from Brazil, living in Ireland, but I'm from Brazil.
Yeah, come on, share your experience.
Well, to be honest, it was really useful for me today because the first 2 attempts that I had, I actually started writing the letter with I. So it is really useful for me, I would say. Yeah, this lesson, definitely. So
Do
I
you
will do
understand anything quality seeping into your brain?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Are you
Yes,
happy for registering your course with me?
I'm very happy, definitely. I won't do
Yes.
this mistake again. Yeah.
Right.
So, but
Okay,
at the same
Rosemary.
time,
Rosemary.
Hello, good
Yes,
evening, sir.
Rosemary.
Yes, good
Rosemary,
evening, sir.
yes, please.
Thank you, sir, for the teaching. I've learned new things. In particular, I learned to always put the patient first, put the patient before me. So I shouldn't use the word I, especially when I'm writing introduction.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
get
sir.
along and finish your procedure fast, okay? Because I'm closing the admissions today, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, get back to me as soon as possible because I'm closing the admissions today. Once I close that one, that is finished forever. Next only the next batch will be after 14 days. Okay, after when the other session will go for the exams. The next one is Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, okay. Juliet. Neetu Sajikumar. Yeah, Juliet, carry on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Very confident voice,
session
like
was
brass
very
bells.
today.
Wonderful. I really love the voice, with very confidence. When the people speak very confidently and yeah, like, strong words, I feel very happy. Yeah.
So I was able to do some correction, pick up the corrections. Like I was able to address my patient by their name instead of calling them patients when I'm writing.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll think about it later.
Person with his name.
Yes, I'll consider later.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
The next one, Shari Atwal. Shari Atwal. Atwal, is it from Punjab? Shari Atwal. Yes,
Hello,
Shari.
good evening, sir.
Good evening,
So
Shari.
it was a great, and one thing I want to know is sometimes we write many time patient's name. We can write this.
Yeah, definitely we can write, no problem. But I want to see the sentence, then I can explain you.
Okay, sir. So, but
Right.
it was good, sir. We learned many things.
What new things did you learn today?
So about how to maintain the introductions.
Okay. Okay, fine. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
next. Thank you. Where are you from, Shari?
So I'm from Nainital, Uttarakhand.
Nainital, Uttarakhand. Okay, okay, fine. Very good. Welcome. Okay, next one.
Yes,
Sri Lakshmi. Sri Lakshmi. Sri Lakshmi. Do you want to share anything? Okay, Vineet. Vineet. Okay, if nobody is going to share anything, yes, that we call it a day. Shall we call it a day? So that means close for the session, close for today. So select all, write the letter and send it to me. I'm going to send you, okay, the link. So let me give you the where you have to send me. So this is WhatsApp.me. Here it is. Copy link. This is my WhatsApp link. Okay. Control C. You can write a letter and send me there. And try to write in quality check answer sheet. Oh. Where did I post this? Yeah. Okay. That's it. So you are messaging me there. So question I already posted in the Telegram channel. And if you want, I can give you the link. So here is the question. Mr. Peter Dunbar. Copy post link. That is the post link. Yes, that is a post link. You can take it from there, or you can take it from here. Copy message link. Yes, you can send them to me, but I will consider based on the availability. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay. Have a nice day.